Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Well, the film I'm going to talk about right now is called The Lovers. Ooh, sounds exciting, doesn't it? Well, first of all, let me say this. When I saw the screening of this film and I walked out of the theater, first, I didn't like this film. It was deemed as a comedy, but it seemed to be more drama. I didn't have a lot of laughs. I had a lot of smiles about it. But I thought about it more and more, and I realized that this movie is really about life and people that I have known or know, and including myself. And I had to realize this film is about real people. Now, marriage isn't easy for no one. I don't care who you are. It isn't easy. But here, we got Mary, played by Debra Winger, and Michael, played by Tracy Letts. Well, they've been married for a long time. But as you can see in the film, they both are committing adultery. They are having affairs with other people, because in their marriage, in Michael's and Mary's marriage, they can't stand each other. They don't like to lay in bed with each other or anything like that. They were totally unhappy, partly because there are their hopes and dreams, partly because they don't see the spark anymore. They don't feel a spark from the married person, but they get some spark from their lovers. You know, for example, Mary is having an affair with a guy who's trying to write books, and Michael is having an affair with a dancer, a woman who teaches dancing also, and she's high-strung, she's free-spirited, and you know, her name is Lucy, played by Melora Walters, and so, you know, he likes that about her. You know, she chases him, screams at him, things like that. He likes that. So they had this affair, but all of a sudden, they realized, let me have sex with you, you know, Michael and Mary, as they said to themselves in their head. Then they started to enjoy sex with each other. They really did. They started to have sex, touching each other, loving each other, and they started to feel something for each other. Now they have a son. The son came to visit with his girlfriend, and the son was confused because when he left home, you know, to go to school, at first they hated each other. Now they're touching each other and things like that. Then he finds out that they're having an affair. So that really done messed up his mind. Well, I got to say this about the writer-director, Azazel Jacobs. I guess he kind of knew people like I did, or he does, who had gone through this, or maybe he went through this with his own life. I don't know. It's hard to say. And I will admit, when I first saw Debra Winger on screen, I had to say to myself, that's Debra Winger? I haven't seen her in a long time. Long time. So why this film? I wish I could ask her that. Why come back with this film? Well, The Lovers, like I said, at first, I didn't think nothing of this film. But the more I thought about it, and the more it came back to me in my head, and I realized it's about me and you and real people, hey, I enjoyed this film. And another thing about this film, too, they kept using their cell phones, you know, to keep track of their lovers and themselves and things like that. You know, that reminded me of Tiger Woods. That's why he's not number one no more. So is this a number one film? No, it's not. It's a film that many people will not watch, will not even get to know about, you know, so which is a little bit unfortunate. But it's a film they will enjoy. But I'm only going to give this 2.5 palm trees out of 4. So, you know, it was entertaining, but it wasn't funny. There were some smiles, but not really big laughs. The Lovers, 2.5 Palm Trees from me, Al McGee, here at Your Entertainment Ticket at www.yeticket.com. Hey, thanks for watching. I really
appreciate it. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. yeticket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right.